Okay. We're back. You ready to do this, Derek?
Yes, I'm actually exuberantly excited about watching a good James Bond movie.
After the tragedy that was Moonraker, we're here today
I hate that movie.
We are here with Thunderball. So,
I think the best Connery Bond.
well, we're gonna find out, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, I just committed blasphemy because there's gonna be a bunch of people. Goldfinger.
Yeah, exactly. So everybody sync up your DVD, Blu-ray, book, beta,
Turn your page to 1.
and
Page 1.
we are beginning now. Thunderball.
Can I just let it be known that we can get there. Never mind, we'll get there when it comes.
When the time comes, you will know. Now, I know some people on the subreddit are probably familiar with the Nerdist podcast, James Bonding, and I've listened to every single episode that they've put out.
And they're fucking awful.
Have you listened to one?
No, I'm being sarcastic.
They fucking hated Thunderball. They said it was the slowest James Bond movie they've ever seen, and that it's just dumb.
Maybe. I really like it.
You
know what? I might hate it because it's probably been a couple years since I've seen it, but I remember liking it. He just looks like to me he just symbolizes Bond much better than Roger ever did.
You're only saying that because of Moonraker, aren't you?
Maybe. He just looks the part better. Like, if you want like an actual spy who's suave, he is that character much better than Roger ever was.
Also, what is it about Sean Connery's movies always like foreshadowing James Bond's death? You had a coffin here with the initials JB. You have You Only Live Twice, where he fakes his death.
You've mentioned 2.
You have Diamonds Are Forever.
Yeah.
With the whole underneath the with the coffin scene. What is it, man?
That and when he kills what's his name, and she's like, "You killed James Bond," which that scene pisses me off so fucking much.
But we're not here to talk about that.
No,
we're here to talk about Thunderball.
We will talk about that scene when we get there.
Well, I'm gonna go on ahead and I'm just gonna tell you everybody this. I don't care what you think at all. I really don't, because this is gonna be an unpopular opinion. I think Thunderball is Sean Connery's best movie. Goldfinger is good. This movie, so much better.
I agree with you.
And
I don't think it's so much better, but I do think it's better.
And we'll talk about it over the course of, I think, one of the longest running James Bond movies in terms of runtime.
Fuck. Whoa.
Yeah, he's punched out a woman, man. But that woman's not a woman. It's a dude! I like this fight scene a lot. Even though it's more physical than anything Roger did.
That would hurt.
A lot, yeah.
I don't know if that would happen.
There's some strange cuts in this sequence, but overall, I think it's really good. Nice hand-to-hand scene. Fast cut, fast cut. Ow! James Bond is dead.
Marv is dead.
Yes. Colonel Jacques Bouvard is dead.
Who is this? Why didn't he just shoot him?
I don't think he had his gun.
Why did... Oh, lilies, get it?
Yep.
He could have just not thrown those lilies and been able to escape.
Oh, yeah, and would have had a lot more time. Also, that's really weird how that's a projected background. I noticed that a lot watching some of the early Connery movies. That very little of it's actually shot on location whenever Connery's on screen. It's really weird. And yes, it's a real flight pack.
That's not how you fucking shoot a gun.
Real flight pack, everybody. Only works for like 30 seconds, though. Like, are these all matte paintings?
See, same car. It's freaking great.
There were some shots where those backgrounds look like matte paintings. And they look like...
Okay, now that we're here,
You want to talk about the theme song?
yes.
Thunderball?
Mr. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Better theme song. I think it's better.
I really like both of them.
I like Shirley Bassey a lot, except when she does Moonraker.
So you'll even throw Diamonds Are Forever in there?
Yeah, I like Diamonds Are Forever, even though she's talking about male genitalia. I don't mind it. I really like Goldfinger. Even the sheets.
Oh, let go!
I don't mind that.
I get it. Gold.
I like Goldfinger. I really like Mr. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Eh.
And Thunderball's okay, but...
What about Johnny Cash's version of Thunderball? It doesn't fit the movie at all, but...
Johnny Cash, actually, Google it, Johnny Cash Thunderball, and he actually did a version of it. It's good, it would fit the movie if it was like...
A Western.
No, I could see it, but it would have to be like Western. It would have to have a theme, like a gunslinger type theme.
Yeah. Okay.
Like a Bond is like, maybe he... Let's brainstorm here. Maybe Bond's plane crashes and like he... I don't know.
Well, you see, after Moonraker orbiting around the planet,
so
he eventually crash lands.
He crash lands into the Sahara where Blofeld is there, and it's kind of this like Bond has to...
That's not even remotely close to what... I was going for Planet of the Apes, but instead of apes, it's like a planet of Clint Eastwoods.
Sure.
No, but I think Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is a good song, and I also like Tom Jones's Thunderball.
Mr. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I don't get this.
And this is...
There's just women swimming naked. I don't get it.
You don't have to get it.
I know, but it just doesn't make any sense.
Maurice Bender does what he wants. Okay? He'll put naked people in the title sequence if he wants to. Huh? And in this movie, John Barry definitely shines in this movie because you have all those underwater sequences where people can't talk. So it's kind of up to him.
What's fun?
Based on the original story by Kevin McClory, Jack Whittingham, and Ian Fleming.
Oh.
Kevin McClory, the name that haunted the Bond franchise up until this year.
Produced by Kevin McClory.
Yep. But...
Is he still alive?
I'm not sure if he is or not. But, for those who don't know, eventually Eon got the rights back to Spectre and Blofeld recently, so... Because that lawsuit's been happening ever since this movie came out. They've been constantly fighting each other.
Kevin McClory and Ian Fleming were hanging out one night.
All three of them got drunk.
They got pretty drunk, and I guess Kevin McClory thinks that he
owns the rights to Spectre.
Which makes no sense because
Spectre was introduced way before Thunderball. Like, even movie-wise, it was introduced before Thunderball.
Or were they hanging out before he started writing about Schmersh?
No.
You sure?
Yeah. Because Casino Royale and all of that was definitely out before he was talking to people about doing an underwater James Bond adventure, which would later become his novel Thunderball.
So Kevin McClory then later thought that
he owned the rights to Spectre, Blofeld.
Ian Fleming plagiarized him, and so that's the whole theory on that, and that's why he got the rights to Spectre and what else?
He got the rights to Spectre, Blofeld, and the whole plot to Thunderball.
Which is why Never Say Never exists.
Yeah, Never Say Never Again.
Because that was Kevin McClory's version of Thunderball, and by the way, Never Say Never is absolute shit.
Except for one chase. Motorcycle chase. That's about all I can remember from that movie.
It's not a good movie.
But we're not here to talk about Never Say Never Again right now. We're here to talk about Spectre and how awesome Spectre is. I like Spectre a lot. I like the idea that there's there's some kind of organization that counters other intelligence agencies from different nations. Because when you think of a terrorist group post 9/11, what do you think of? You think of stuff like Al-Qaeda and insurgent forces and things like that. This is more of a businessman kind of terrorist organization.
I like this scene.
Yeah. What is your opinion on Largo, number 2?
Hold on. That's so great. That build-up is so great.
And you know what?
Number 11's like, oh fuck.
And Largo is completely cool with it. Like as if it's another day at the office. Now, Spectre is all about the whole counterintelligence, extortion, revenge, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy embezzling money from Spectre, isn't that what Spectre does? And what they're good at is embezzling. Shouldn't he be congratulated for, like, fooling everybody but Blofeld?
No, I disagree.
Also, another fun fact is the guy who plays Blofeld in these early movies was Professor Dent from Dr. No. You remember that guy?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, that actor...
Wait.
Yeah.
Is he the one that has the gun and he sneaks in?
Yeah.
Okay, I remember him now.
Yeah.
They legitimately... God, Never Say Never is the same goddamn movie.
Well, yeah. It's a remake of this movie, except it's got stranger things in it. Like that whole video game sequence. But you have to conquer the world. I still don't... I remember very little things from that movie. But...
Poker in the Hands of a Widow.
He didn't like me at all. Hey, those are official documents.
Yeah. Hey, look, you're like 35.
I'll put you across my knee. I don't think she's 35 in this movie. She was really young when she started.
Okay.
This is
Derek,
1960.
Derek becomes an asshole again. I never thought this Moneypenny was attractive.
This is 1965. You got to keep in mind that the movie we just watched was in 79, so that's 14-year difference there. It's pretty bad. I don't think she was... I don't know. You're Googling it, aren't you?
No.
Okay.
Oh, my abs hurt. I'm working out too much.
Or was it a poker in the hands of a widow? Is that dastardly?
He just makes farts.
So I guess Bond's here at this clinic because he's at a clinic?
Sure. It's still better than anything in Moonraker. See, T-Dot would have straight up just pummeled him that by now.
Man, he's got his hand in his jacket, man. He's reaching for that gun. He's like, maybe I'll have to silence somebody today. Again, Sean Connery distracted by random objects as he's about to go out the door.
It's a common theme in his Bond. Oh, a grape.
Totally saw you coming out of my room, dude.
No, I think he's sent here to be rehabilitated, and then somehow...
Physical therapy or something.
By the way, very hot nurse.
I think she posed for Playboy.
Take off your bathrobe.
And see, I think... Is it coming up here soon? Yeah, this is why I don't like Sean. Okay, so there's the "don't think, just let it happen" line from T-Halt. And then there's Sean Connery just grabbing woman. Where's the Kickstarter?
Because she's afraid. She's no longer afraid you're gonna rape her. That looks painful. Also, why would she leave? Because if something happened...
You're right, this seems like a machine that would require supervision.
Yeah.
Also, totally Count Lippy.
Comes everywhere.
Jane, stop this crazy thing!
I'm making gravy.
Oh, God. You just had to throw in a... You just had to throw in a little Dr. Brule in there, didn't you? John C. Reilly is James Bond.
This is now the second movie we've watched James Bond almost die from, like, some weird...
machine.
Yeah. His back is now...
You could have been killed. Then why does this machine exist?
I must be 6 inches taller. Yeah, you shouldn't have left.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is that it's totally your fault and you hit the switch.
Oh, God.
You totally deserve to lose your job. I'm reporting you to...
Well, I suppose my silence could come
okay.
with a prize.
Bond, you're a perfect candidate for Spectre. Here's extortion right here. That's one down.
Oh, God. Who has sex in a steam room?
Irrigation. Alligator. I'm Sean Connery, and this is Jackass.
Again, another...
I'll tell the chef. Okay, that's pretty good.
Another machine that should not be left. Oh, God. Isn't he the one that's supposed to be...
Yeah.
massaged?
Yeah.
But those boobs, man. Are you sure you want to leave? Are you positive? Because...
Duty calls.
Damn boobs. Jesus.
I I think there's a really clever effect coming up that, for its time, I give him clap for thinking of something like this. Yeah, right here. He opens up the door, and there he is standing there. For its time, it's pretty good.
Should have just focused on the boobs.
I don't know. You know how it is with Bond movies. If they're redheads, they're going to kill you. It's a general rule of thumb. Thunderball, you only live twice.
Diamonds are forever.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. But she does start out as bad. Because she's totally in on the diamond smuggling, but...
Look, every time we talk about Diamonds Are Forever, I'm going to want to talk about that retarded, so we need to... You killed James Bond!
Again,
how do you know about James Bond?
Again, Spectre should be like, I'm really glad we have this guy because he's good at extortion! Ooh, PPK. Count Lippy, are you part of the British Secret Service? See, the plot of this movie is just freaking sweet. There's so much stuff going on, but not too much that makes you get lost. You know, there's stuff happening all the time.
Mm-hmm. It's not James Bond Goes Places.
Like Dr. No.
Or Moonraker. We have no idea what's going on right now. Unlike Moonraker. There's no lasers. Unlike Moonraker.
A Vulcan bomber. Not in Moonraker.
I do... I have to wonder why they would put nukes on this plane if it was just a test drive.
I don't know, just in case, you know... We gotta keep in mind, there were several moments during the Cold War where anything could have happened. So they always had to be ready to unleash Armageddon.
I guess.
Yeah.
The fuck is a mink glove?
It's a glove made of mink. You never heard of mink before? Specialty fur.
It does kind of rely on coincidence though, because Bond just happens to be at this I don't know, physical therapy place where they're, you know, switching the bodies.
Yeah. He's gonna go take a little bit of exercise. Let's hope nobody sees us with this body. Do. Do. And the lights come on automatically.
It's a good work. It's good use of shadow work.
Yeah. Do do do.
She's all pissed. God damn it. Uh-oh. I haven't seen this one. I forgot. I think he gasses him, right?
Yeah. Also, a lot of this jet footage reminds me a lot of Stanley Kubrick. It's got a very Kubrick vibe to it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just having flashbacks to Doctor Strangelove.
Oh God, that's a really good movie, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, because he disconnects himself from the air supply and then gasses them all.
God, your ears would pop.
Oh, yeah.
I like the plot of this movie a lot. Even just the basics of it. Like, they steal two nuclear missiles.
And then hold...
Yeah. What was it, Miami or London? And it was DC or London that they put it on?
I
think it was DC.
I don't think they announced what their targets were. They just said that they would detonate a nuclear bomb somewhere in the United States and somewhere in England or Europe or something like that. They didn't specify what the target was exactly.
Yeah, but I think they catch one in DC, and then they have the fight in Miami for the other one.
No, both of them were there.
No, one of them
in
was
Miami.
in DC. Well, I think one of them's in DC. We'll see.
They may have mentioned that they were going to take it up there, but both of the nukes were stopped in the Bahamas. Also, another thing that really bothers me is that a lot of this is day for night shots, if you know what that is. Where they put a filter on the camera, they film it in daylight, but they make it look like nighttime, and you can clearly tell that they filmed this during the day.
Well, I mean, it's I don't have a problem with it.
No, it's not as bad as Dr. Knows, but it's obvious.
It's easier to shoot during the day, I mean.
Yeah.
That would be really hard to do.
Because I think this guy said that he was spending well over a year to not only go through the plastic surgery and the voice lessons and stuff like that to imitate Derval, but also to learn everything that Derval knows about flying these bombers.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that takes some dedication. Landing gear! Because you're really going to need that right now. Great miniature work. And here's another thing that I like about Largo too, is that he's a very active villain, actively participating instead of being the guy sitting in the chair watching his minions work. Yeah.
Lower my bathos.
Which, was this the first time that we actually... Well, no, I guess Dr. No actually was doing some things in his operation. Like, instead of him just barking orders to people during his operation, he was actually standing there doing things.
Goldfinger was leading the assault and then classically switched his uniform.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that was intended to happen, so...
This is pretty great. A year of his life wasted.
Yep.
He at least could have stabbed him, I feel like.
Yeah, I don't know. Largo seems like the kind of guy that's like, I want you to die in a very painful way.
Because that's the worst way. Like, that and being sucked out of an airlock and maybe lit on fire would be...
Well, eventually... You're going to burn off your nerve endings if you're on fire. You're not going to feel it anymore.
This is true.
Drowning and decompression, I think, would be horrible ways to die. Yeah. See, this is just so cool. He's got the underwater subs and everything else, and the... Prepare my batho sub.
Prepare my batho sub. I had to go pee again.
Great.
Once every movie, Derek has to go to the bathroom.
Should have went before we started.
Yeah, I know. It sneaks up on me.
Handle like eggs. That's an interesting thing to put on an atomic bomb. Very interesting. God, I hate it when he does this. And then the spreading of possibly some of the worst camouflage to put over something you're trying to hide underneath the sea. Because there are so many holes in that camouflage, it's like, okay, why are you doing this? sometimes wonder how much work it must have taken to film all of this stuff underwater. I mean, for the time, this is probably completely unheard of. I can't even imagine what this must be like. Try to do something like this, especially in 1965. At least I think it was 1965.
Hi everybody, I'm back.
It's about time. Sounds like you also grabbed some food while you were out there.
I may have not.
Derek, do you have food in your bathroom?
Corn. It comes out of my anus. Do you want to try some of my corn?
No.
Do you want to try some of my homegrown corn?
Also, there's one... Yeah, there it is again. Handled like eggs.
I heard you when I walked out.
Yeah, I'm just... It's
a good way to...
How
As someone who works in a grocery store, both of us do, you know, you handle those eggs like care unless you hate your customers, and then you can just... Oops! Did I drop your eggs?
See, I don't really have to handle eggs too often, so... It's very rare.
I bet you Largo likes to hold his eggs. And his sausage.
Blofeld and his cat, man. Maybe the cat is Blofeld. I love that theory so much. It's such a stupid theory, but it's great. Licensed troubleshooter. I'm not sure if out of all the Bond cars, the DB5 would be the one that I would want the most.
No, mine would be the V8. Where is it? The
V12 Vanquish.
No. The V8.
Oh, the Z8 BMW from
no,
Brosnan era?
the other Aston Martin.
Oh, from the Living Daylights.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Isn't it the V8 Vantage?
I don't remember. But this is actually pretty cool, this sequence. I like this a lot. Because this is...
He's like, what the fuck?
Hey, you know those machine guns you had in Goldfinger? Maybe you should pull back real quick and...
I've got fucking rocket launchers.
Car stunts for realsies.
I like how it's sped up and then it slows down.
Yeah. This I don't get because that's a waste of a good bike.
And it's just gonna sit there.
And then you realize it's a woman's an assassin. Because redheads in James Bond movies are going to kill people. That's a pretty good line. His wife's probably lost her dog.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 double O's?
Should be, yeah. Also, great set. Again, Ken Adam doing what he does best.
It'd be an awful conference room. It'd be cold. It'd be loud.
So you mean typical British?
Sure.
Cold, loud.
See, how long are we in the movie now?
Oh, about 40 minutes?
We're 40 minutes into the movie and we finally figure out what's going on.
Unlike Moonraker, which takes about an hour and a half.
Well, in a way, quickly and long. Because you immediately find out who the bad guy is.
Oh yeah, that's established after the pre-credit sequence.
Yeah, and then... I guess you could argue this is kind of the same, because you Spectre and that's Largo, but you still don't really... Bond doesn't meet him in the way that he just meets Drax, and it's, oh, okay.
Also, that's one thing that I've always noticed, and probably hasn't come up now because this is the first movie to feature Spectre, but you say Spectre in a very strange way.
I do?
Yeah, you say Spectre. It's almost like as if you're from Boston or something, which you are definitely not. Spectre. Spectre, which is just an awesome name for a terrorist organization. Just saying, guys, it's one thing you got right, otherwise I'm not going to support you. That's a pretty big flying range.
Can we establish that this would be the worst case scenario of anything like this happened? They'd be fucked at this time period.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this would completely derail so many things in various governments. Soviet controlled or not, or NATO. Oh, there it is! It's the name of the movie! This is Thunderball! Also, that's like the most interesting mugshot I've ever seen of Durval. It's such a bad photo. It looks like a mugshot. See, now, if you remember how we were talking about in Moonraker, the quality of the Blu-ray and how you could see their makeup and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about Thunderball in terms of quality? It looks so much better than Moonraker, and it's an older movie. You can't tell if they're wearing makeup or anything like that.
I like how M sticks up for Bond.
Mm-hmm. They hardly ever get along, but...
Because you can argue in Moonraker, he does that. He sticks up for him.
Yeah, by taking the sample to Q and all that. Because he has that one line where he was sympathetic towards Bond in Moonraker. You know I'll have to do what he says. So hopefully that relationship will come back with Ralph Fiennes as M now.
It's not like it wasn't there in Judi Dench's M.
It definitely was not there with Pierce, but with Craig it's there, yeah.
Yeah, I can give you that. It was there with Craig. It wasn't there for Pierce, which I'm sure they like meant for that to happen.
They tried it with The World Is Not Enough, and it didn't really work.
Oh, thank you not to refer me as the old man.
That is true. He did have a hat when he came in. Well, that could describe a lot of people.
Who the fuck rides a fucking turtle? What an asshole.
I don't know, man. Turtles are awesome. Just saying. Has nothing to do with Thunderball.
Okay.
I've been admiring your form. So, Domino Derval, hottest Bond girl of the Sean Connery era, or hottest Bond girl of the Sean Connery era?
I don't know, man. You only live twice.
Oh, I don't know, man. The whole they were gonna fire her and then she was gonna commit suicide in the hotel room thing.
Really?
Yeah, you don't know that story?
No.
Yeah, like originally because she couldn't speak English. They were gonna send her back off to Japan, and she was gonna kill herself in the hotel room because she would rather do that than to face dishonor.
Hell yeah, man. Ursula Anderson was pretty hot. Did not age well, but no one beats Evergreen though. There's Eva, I should say Eva. My bad. God, that 60s haircut. You could see it from far away.
Whose haircut are you talking about?
His friend, like that he was the original girl.
Oh, yeah. It's so Barbarella.
Yep. I don't know how often he had a tan for this movie.
I don't know.
He's pretty dark. And with his Scottish complexion and heritage.
Probably burnt pretty well. Also, well, never mind. We'll wait till a little bit later.
Genuine Felix Leiter.
God damn it! You ruined it! I wasn't even gonna go for that!
He's the only one wearing a gray suit on a fucking beach. What the hell? What kind of spy are you?
Sunglasses, gray suit on a beach. I'm not a Fed.
Nah. You want some pop, man?
Felix Leiter, federal pot dealer. You heard it here, folks. A genuine Felix Leiter.
Yeah, she does have that, like, Aubrey Hepburn kind of beauty about her.
Yeah.
He almost lost it.
Oh, okay. So, do you remember in the first Austin Powers movie where he meets up with number 2 in the casino,
Yes.
and they have that conversation which is just like, I'm clearly a spy sent to kill you or something like that, and I'm obviously a villain, and have that whole exchange?
Yeah,
Well,
he's like, Danger's also my middle name. Or...
okay. Our friend Vince and I, when we watched this movie, this has to be one of our favorite scenes of the movie just because of, you look at this today, and it's like, I'm obviously a spy, and I know who you work for. Of course, what would a Bond movie be without a casino scene? God, I hate it when that happens. You run into somebody and you don't know which way to go.
You exude your male dominance and you push him out of the goddamn way.
You cut them in half with a katana and proceed.
Yes. Watch your pee-pee. Look at that old granny. What is she doing here?
She's gambling, man. She's gambling her dead husband
with glasses. What is going on?
She's gambling away her dead husband's money.
I saw the specter at...
Yeah, the specter of defeat. Yeah. Also, I think this is the first movie with the introduction of the Spectre ring. Because I think they mention it later, yeah.
Oh, is she actually smoking?
Yeah. Which, that's not attractive, but... Whatever, for all I know, she's probably not even alive anymore. I don't know, these movies are...
It didn't look like she was actually puffing. It looked like she was just had it in her mouth.
Yeah, because I don't know if by this time...
Granny over there is super excited. This is the most excitement she's gotten all week.
A man with an eye patch and a Scotsman walk into a casino in the Bahamas. Man, she's watching this throwdown. Big Boss has got an 8.
Now, is she his girlfriend, or...
She said that that Largo was her guardian.
Does that mean he can go in there and...
I think in the novel they alluded to that, but I don't know if they do that in the movie. It's been a very long time since I've read Thunderball.
She says mistress.
Yeah.
Bond alpha as fuck.
I don't know. Maybe they were a thing. I don't know. Could have been. It's been a. How long has it been since I watched this movie? It's been a while. It's been a few months. At least over half a year.
That's pretty great. Well, when there's not a lot of time, I gotta talk about fucking you.
Your niece is an excellent dancer.
It's weird.
Yeah.
This was the 60s, though, so...
Anything goes.
Yeah, fuck that time period.
See, and I kind of like that about Largo, is that he was super okay because he knows who Bond is, obviously. I mean, he's number 2 inspector. He probably knows that, this guy's killed off Dr. No. This guy's got Rosa Klebb out of the way.
Yep.
And so it's like, okay, so they have to know who James Bond is at this point. So he purposefully lets Bond buy Domino a drink, and obviously Bond's going to interrogate her, quote, quote, interrogate, and then Largo's going to be like, so what did you and Bond talk about? It's pretty good. I like him. He's a good villain.
love the 60s shorts. It's an interesting hotel room.
Yeah. Again, can't add him at work. Also, I'm not sure if this would actually work.
That?
Well, no, what he's about to do. Where he rewinds the tape to find out if anybody has walked into the hotel room before he came in.
Yeah, because he just... How long would he have to sit there and listen?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Somebody's in the shower.
So, Bond gets his PPK and attaches a suppressor to it. Okay. Alright. It's time to get down to business.
Oh.
Weed dealer Felix Leiter at your service. Oh! Hey, you're not Jack Lord.
Now he has to cover his tracks. But earlier, the name's Bond.
So he just turns the shower on instead of... Okay. Oh, look. Beretta.
Goes off, kills Felix Leiter.
Also, this depiction of...
He's... Okay. Did he wake him up after we talked about 007? I don't...
I'm not sure. I also want to point out that this depiction of Felix Leiter is probably the most accurate to Fleming's novels.
A real bravado.
Just in his appearance. This is pretty much how Fleming described him. Oh, damn. Largo's a man that does not tolerate failure. And all of his lines are dubbed by another actor.
Seriously?
Yeah. I think maybe once we're done with this, I can show you a clip of what his original voice sounds like. Before they
That's a shame.
dubbed him. Yeah. Even though I don't really know why they dubbed him, because he didn't have a heavy accent or anything like that. Because the comparison I saw was the casino scene that we just saw. With the whole Spectre of Defeat and all of that exchange. Dubbed and then undubbed.
I want a Felix Leiter movie. Just to see. Would it be really boring?
Because he never saves the day.
Or would it just be like... He just said there's a lot of stakeouts?
No, it would be License to Kill. He would just lose his leg again.
Too soon.
Too soon.
God damn it. This is the only time we've... Well... It's a big-ass watch.
I wish I had a watch that had a built-in Geiger counter.
You would never need it.
That's not true.
What would you need it for?
Measure radiation. What else?
When?
I don't know. Could be anywhere. I could go over to the freaking John F. Kennedy Center and freaking measure radiation.
Okay. Can you buy one?
I'm not sure if you can. Geiger counter.
Google that shit.
But it has to be in a watch.
Well, that's... Okay. Okay, Google. Geiger counter for sale. I'm about to find out. $219.
Oh, God. Probably one of... I would say that that's an iconic gadget. The little tiny rebreather.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially since, I believe the U.S. Department of Defense was calling the production team after they saw this movie wanting to know how they could acquire this little tiny rebreather, and then production department had to say, well, it didn't actually work.
Yeah, on Amazon, $349, so...
Jeez. Expensive, man. Now, this is weird because Blofeld changes how he wants to be paid in this scene, I think.
You know, License to Kill has a lot of similarities to this.
Yeah. Yeah, he changes what his demands are. Because initially he just wants 100 million pounds, then he changes it to 100 million pounds in diamonds.
Oh, foreshadowing. Diamonds are forever. Your turn.
Just like the moon.
Just hit Danny with the baseball bat.
I just want to go back into a chroma. Okay, so Bond's about to go in an underwater stealth mission at night, right? Guess what he's wearing? Bright orange. Yeah, because they gotta be able to see me.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yep. Bright orange.
With a white...
tank, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really dumb. But
Well, the whole idea of going underwater is kind of stupid because...
a white face in Harlem.
You're gonna make a lot of bubbles.
Yeah. A white face in Harlem. Good thinking, Bond. It's another classic line from Live and Let Die.
That death scene, though. I can't wait till we do that one and we do that death scene.
Yeah. There's only one reason why I want to record a commentary on Live and Let Die. And that's because it has probably one of the best henchmen ever in a movie. In one of the Bond movies.
It's not Jaws, so you're obviously wrong.
It's not Baron Samedi either. It's Whisper. The fat black guy. Anybody home?
I turn on the short circuit TV so they actually go right to the two of them fighting.
Hey, this is a pretty good angle on this fight.
So they're watching the movie, I guess.
Thunderball, the movie. Spaceballs, the movie, as it happens. Hand grenades.
Well, they wouldn't really work, would they?
Sure they would. You can throw firecrackers in water and they'll blow up.
Yes, but the effectiveness of a grenade is that the shrapnel will kill you.
Yeah. And
but the shrapnel really wouldn't work underwater.
It would just travel at a slower rate. But it would still
Maybe
be pretty fast.
I guess.
Yeah, that could do it. Blast wave itself could cause somebody to have a concussion. Also, nobody notices these people just tossing hand grenades off in the middle of the harbor. Clanging. Beautiful subtitles. You know what would have really helped you? If you didn't have a white oxygen tank. See, that was a clever wipe. That's a George Lucas wipe right there.
So I guess we're on Tatooine now.
Do 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 do.
Sniper picks him off. James Bond's dead.
Dun 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 dun.
You've created a time paradox.
Can't go around changing the future like that.
See, again, the coincidences in
Nice
this movie,
Mustang, yeah.
like he happens to meet her. Like, really?
I don't really understand what the point of this sequence is, and it's something that's always bothered me.
Her character?
No, just this sequence.
Well, she drives fast?
Yeah, she just drives up, I think it's like 100 miles an hour or something like that for no reason.
To intimidate him?
I guess. I don't know.
Her car blows up.
She's easy on the eyes, too. I would have to say that for just about every one of the major female roles in this movie. Very well done. Good job, guys. Okay, that's pretty good. You fly here often.
I guess it's supposed to create tension.
I guess. I don't know. At least he knows he's going to get back to Nassau in a good amount of time. See? That's it. That is
What's so retarded is they go from like 100 to stop immediately.
Those are some of the best damn brakes ever.
It's like when you play Grand Theft Auto 4 and you're flying and you hit the mission start and the car just stops. And you're like, okay.
Some men just don't like to be taken for a ride. Hey! Nobody born after 2000 is going to know what one of these are. A dark room.
Oh, well, yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah. Is that Felix in a weird ass Hawaiian shirt?
Yeah.
And a red baseball cap?
Yep.
God damn it. Good soundtrack.
Yeah.
And a good shot locations.
John Barry is just awesome. In just about every single Bond movie he did the score for.
Diamonds Are Forever was kind of weird.
Yeah, that's the one that I would have to say. Also, that's really weird to see artifacts on the film even after a 4K restoration. You probably didn't notice it, but I did. There were some spots on the film. The binoculars can zoom. Hey, Domino, I just want to point out that you're doing laps the wrong way in a pool.
It gets your self-esteem up.
Okay, but I'm just saying. Of course you can help me, Mr. Bun.
I just hate this, to be honest.
What? Oh. You don't do that.
It looks more fitting for a woman.
I don't know, man. That's pretty decent.
My point is, like, they all know. That's, like, at least in Goldfinger, they admitted, they, like, acknowledged it. Like, you know, he's like, my government knows, and if you kill me. Here, it's just like...
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows, but nobody wants to talk about it, and it's like, it's just this awkward...
Also, this is... Vargas does not drink, does not smoke, does not make love. What do you do, Vargas? It'd be great if he just, like, the only words he said in this movie was, thank you, people. It's like really softly, just thank you, people. Actually, no, he did have a line in this movie, never mind.
I'm gonna try to tell you later.
I need to show you around. Let's go shoot some shotguns.
God.
Also, come on!
That's pretty great. No, it isn't, is it? It seems kind of difficult. No, it isn't.
I think James Bond's got hip mastery level 5 going on. Also, if one of our friends was a Bond villain, Vince would totally be Largo.
Vince doesn't have the charismatic... Damn. Vince doesn't have the...
I need to go change. Goes into something more revealing.
Vince doesn't have the charismatic appeal to be him. He'd be...
I think he would if he lost an eye.
He would be Zorin.
Oh. Well, this is awkward.
I'm assuming that's his like MI6 help.
I actually think she's a CIA liaison.
Okay.
use the chloroform. Oh, look, this is the second movie in a row where we've had a major festival going on.
Yeah, like a weird one at that.
How weird is that? We were talking about that in Moonraker, and then we decided to just watch Thunderball for the next movie after Moonraker. With a Junkanoo kind of festival in both of them. Felix Leiter being obvious. This is why he doesn't get his own movie. I wonder how they got the plan of a private estate like that. Satellite reconnaissance in 1965. I don't know if they didn't have very good recon back then. See, now here's Bond playing it smart, wearing all black, trying to infiltrate somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Doing stealth things.
Hey, Bond, you should wear your orange jumpsuit.
He should wear the same jumpsuit from Moonraker, from the movie. Oh, he's got an emergency generator. Jeez, Metal Gear Connery,
Why doesn't
man.
he have a silencer?
That's a good question. I really would think that he would have a suppressor for this kind of situation. Oh, I know why he doesn't. Because of the sequence that's about to happen, where he does something really cool and smart.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Yeah, he shoots over there, and he shoots that guy and has him. It's great. How did you know that, Largo? Or are you Big Boss? Also, that's a real thing.
Yeah, I know.
So that means you need to be careful.
Smith and Wesson apparently fixed that.
I don't know about that. What kind of move is that? Oh, I'm on the roof, hang on. Like Hug's roof. If I don't move, they won't see me. What's that big old black thing on the roof? Bond. And the only reason why I can think that Largo would have this capability to close off the pool and then I think, yeah, doesn't he release the sharks into the swimming pool?
Mm-hmm.
The only reason, yeah, lift the tunnel hatch and let them in. Okay, the only reason why I could think that he would have this is to have fun at kids' parties.
Yep.
And I think Sean Connery actually does have a little bit of a scare with a shark because what they were trying to do is that they had a plate of glass here. It's not Sean Connery, though. But they had a plate of glass that would separate him from the sharks.
Mm-hmm.
Except there were holes in the glass, and the sharks would go through them. And they would be right next to him. It's kind of scary. See, Sean. See, glass, obviously. Also, that stuntman is brave. That shark just going right for him. Do. He must have drowned by now.
See, he knows she works for Spectre, which is why I don't know why he even he allows this to happen.
Does he know that she works for Spectre yet?
He saw her ring.
I don't think...
Also, this is my favorite scene.
Not yet. Oh, great. Here we go. Let's play Derek's favorite scene.
You know why this is my favorite scene.
Could you give me something to wear?
Fucking shoes.
Well, just sits back in a chair.
God, that is so great. Can you hand me something to wear? Hands her some shoes. I love that scene so much.
As if it were intended. Oh yeah, okay, so he sees the ring now.
He saw it in the car when they were when she drives the Mustang. He looks over and sees it.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice that when they were in the car.
Which is why I don't know why he even allows this.
In jail. That's the kind of cage that I mean.
'Cause you're
a criminal.
You're a horrible person.
Can you imagine if there was a lawful good version of James Bond? Always throwing the criminals in jail, never killing them unless it's absolutely, positively necessary. It would be like Roger Moore to the max.
It wouldn't work, would it?
No, because Bond's a hitman. And I think Sean has a Looney Tunes moment here in a few seconds. Yeah. Right here. Open his door. Nope. Is that a Jetfire?
It looks like it.
Yeah. 25 ACP Jetfire. Fitting for a lady's handbag. Puts it in the handbag.
No, it wasn't.
One could argue that he was trying to get information out of her.
I don't think so.
Because he did. He's like, maybe you've heard of them, the Largos. And he was trying to subtly get information. Dice heads? Also, you want to talk about coincidence? This is pretty circumstantial. Oh, look.
Yeah.
High proof alcohol and a lighter.
Explodes. What?
Okay. And so Bond's bleeding right now, so there's a bit of a... This is a very good, very suspenseful scene. I like it a lot. I'm going to be saying that a lot in this movie.
This is my favorite scene. No, but I think that was that. Oh god.
Oh
god.
Oh my. Somebody's getting a Skype call.
Oh.
Sorry about that, folks. Somebody should have shut their stuff off.
Oh. Sorry.
So anyway, going back to this awesome scene with the Junkanoo.
I don't know what the United Nations is about at all. And there's bees.
And dice heads.
The United Nations is just confusing as all get out because...
Dice heads.
I'm not sure what they're... I don't know.
And John Barry's really going at it in this scene, too.
That's right.
Yeah. I don't know which is more suspenseful, him running through the crowd of this festival or what they did for Lazenby on Her Majesty's Secret Service.
It's been a while since I've seen Omsha.
Ohms.
Oh, whatever.
Ohms. Because that had some moments too with the random. Because it was playing that
Kiss
club, yeah.
Oh.
Ow. That's right. Tie up the wound that's causing you to bleed ketchup.
Just alpha as fuck. She's a crazy ex-wife.
Right?
I'm enjoying my dancing. I think he had some clever. I liked Sean because he had some good clever moments.
Nobody in the band just kind of like looks over and goes, "Woo!"
It's a good cut. And the bullet has probably gone through her.
And hit him, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if it was like a 30... I don't know, what did it look
22.
like? This is good. She's just dead.
And so the other guys don't even try to stop him after that.
That's weird.
Because they had all the exits blocked off and everything else, and then... And see, again, this going back to how awesome the plot of this movie is, Spectre's about to win.
Yeah. This is true. Let's the kiss, bang, bang. God. Couldn't you argue they kind of know where they are?
Well, I mean, Bond...
Oh, yeah, that's...
It's just a manta ray.
Uh-huh.
What? It's just a manta ray. Oh, I can't wait until we get to that movie.
Uh-oh. Oh, God.
I'm not sure if that trick works.
What is that?
It's just a bucket with the bottom cut out of it, so that way you stick it down in there and you can get a clear view. I'm not sure if that trick actually works.
I'm not sure if that would work either.
It might. If they're hungry enough.
I'm just saying, I don't think he could be that good of a shot to hit a moving target.
Hey, I played Far Cry 3. I'm not getting in the water. Ever get out of the boat?
Damn, I have to pee again.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
We're back. You can continue talking about this movie.
I guess. And how Sean Connery's about to be eaten by sharks. Again, there's a lot of tension in this scene with all the sharks around. Again, I think the same thing happened when Derek went to the restroom the previous time in this movie. There were sharks showing up, and it wasn't sharks. It was just another underwater sequence that must have been a pain in the rear end to create. Also, I'm not sure, but those bodies that we just saw, I'm sure they would be undergoing some form of decomposition underwater. I mean, we saw, maybe, I don't know. Just be kind of cool. It's been, 3 days? 3 days since they crashed and went missing, so...
Oh, God.
Yeah, you're back just in time.
Fish.
So, okay, alright. Domino swimming around. Sean Connery swimming around. Hey, how's it going? Want to meet up? We want just scuba dive for a little while and, oh, wait. What we doing? Hang on a second here.
What did I miss?
Oh, you missed him confirming that the bombs weren't on board the Vulcan. And then
How'd they get here?
They go behind. It just transitioned to this as soon as you walked in. And then they're having giggity underwater. That's what the bubbles are.
Is that supposed to symbolize cum?
I guess. I don't know. Hope we didn't frighten the fish.
Turn over so I can spank your bottom.
What? Ow. Also, you remember how I mentioned that Largo was completely dubbed in this movie?
Mm-hmm.
So is she. See,
Why is that Why is that like?
Yeah, why is that in a studio? I don't get it. They did the same thing in From Russia with Love. It makes no sense.
Because they obviously maybe the shot they might have refilmed it, to be honest.
Maybe.
Because are his close-ups? That's there,
That looks
right?
like, yeah, it looks like his stuff is on location, but hers definitely isn't. Yeah, because that shot looks so stale compared to Sean's close-up. Yeah.
And
See,
yes,
they're
obviously there.
They're there. Why couldn't you have done this there? Were her original takes on location so bad? Vargas has got his PPK out. You've been trying to screw that suppressor on for how many minutes now?
That also is impeccable hip aim. Like his hip shooting is now level 6.
I think he got the point.
Ugh.
Also, I don't think Vargas would be dead from a shot like that.
He'd
Instantly.
be in a lot of pain.
He'd be screaming. Oh, look! Soundstage. Soundstage.
It is odd. It seems counterproductive to have them at both places.
Again, were their original takes so bad? Or did they magically run out of time that they couldn't do this on location? I don't get it. Maybe somebody can explain it to me. I don't know. But that's one of the biggest problems I have with From Russia with Love is that over half of that movie is done on a soundstage with a projected background of whatever's going on.
The only thing I can argue is maybe the shot looked bad when they went back to look at it.
And so they decided to reshoot it?
Yeah.
And they really don't put that much effort into the reshoots. Like you saw when she was having her little crying.
Yeah, it was stale.
Yeah, there's no creativity in that shot whatsoever. It's so basic.
If you could be any James Bond, which one would you be?
Any of the actors?
Mm-hmm.
Realistically, or just...
Anyone.
I don't know, I really like T-Dalt. He's my favorite Bond. Yeah, probably T-Dalt. I'd hate to be Pierce.
I know this is going to surprise you, but I think I would be Daniel. He probably gets laid the most.
Aren't you? You're pretty short for a stormtrooper. Well, you got the haircut for it.
Well, I'm just speaking like if you could I'm not talking like which one would you look the most like. I'm just saying if you could be any of them. I feel like...
I don't know, this weird part of me says that maybe I want to be Roger.
Fuck
just,
you.
Just because it's like... I did some of the most bizarre things in my movies. I went to outer space. I fought a supernatural voodoo deity. I killed Dracula. Christopher Lee.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that dawned on me right
And I got to watch Christopher Walken laugh to his death. I don't know, then again, I really like Timothy Dalton, so I'd probably be him. The cold-blooded T-Dalt. 3 of our men are dead and Koskov's named you. And see, that's going back to, what we discussed earlier about how Largo's a very proactive villain. He's also not a villain that's in shape.
No.
I don't know if I would classify him as in shape, out of shape guy. So, he doesn't appear to be physically fit. And he's still leading the charge.
This bow, by the way, is pretty nice.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to know how he stayed in disguise that whole time.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure some of them took off their mask. I also have to wonder how many people would sign up for this.
We're going to go to the age-old argument of how much does a henchman get paid? or a goon or whatever.
Well, how much does your humanity cost, I guess? Like, hey, I might be murdering millions of people.
Yeah, but you're not the one flipping the switch.
You're helping.
John Barry's also got to be exclaiming right now. Because no dialogue. And there they are, the nukes. Handle like eggs.
Bond just kind of swims backwards, closes the door. They're trapped in there. Movie's over, end roll credit. Rolls.
Like thunder. Thunderball starts playing.
Or you could just sacrifice himself and pull a grenade.
With a bunch of nukes around?
Yeah, sacrifice himself.
And other people?
Who else is gonna die?
Well, let's see here. This is in the Bahamas, so I'm gonna set 2 nukes off in the Bahamas. Bye-bye, everyone else. He won't feel it.
How do they know it was him?
Largo gets a very good look at his face.
Hmm.
Oh, and just for the record, I'm throwing this out here, Thunderball Largo is best Largo.
No.
Really? Really right now?
That's sarcasm.
It better be. Emilio Largo is better than Maximilian Largo. And Bond is locked in.
Like I said, he should have locked them in. The damn movie's over. What was he thinking?
No, maybe I can follow them and find out where the nukes are going. Ooh.
Implied rape?
No, that's not what he's gonna do. He's gonna physically torture her. And he says probably one of the most silliest things that doesn't make any sense. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Yeah, here you go. Okay, so it's got applied scientifically and slowly. What does that mean? Oh.
Damn. That's rough.
Mm-hmm. Awesome villain is awesome. Oh yeah, Lighter just mentioned something that I completely forgot about. It's a good thing the homing capsule he swallowed is still working. You mean he hasn't shit that out yet? It's day 3, man.
What?
Q gave him a pill
Mm-hmm.
that allows people to track him with certain devices.
Mm-hmm. I know. It's been 3 days since he was down there?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Because later on in that big room in MI6, where I think it cuts back and it says day 3 and it's got the whole thing and it shows a video of an Air Force commander briefing them pilots about where they're going to drop the diamonds and all of that, and it clearly says day 3.
No, he just took it. He took the pill before he went with them with the news.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, it's been 3 days. He's been there for 3 days. It's like, I don't think he's been there for 3 days. It's like later on that afternoon.
Swallow this.
No, he swallows it and then he
puts
on the stuff
right.
and then he follows them.
I forgot about that. There you go.
I guess they didn't have one in DC.
Yep.
I thought, what movie is it they have one in DC?
They don't. Oh no, it's Goldfinger. It's Goldfinger and it's mentioned in dialogue.
He's gonna nuke DC? No, he's only gonna nuke Fort Knox.
And there was more to it if the plan failed. He wouldn't do it, but a partner Chinese team would.
Okay.
Because remember, he was working with the Chinese in Goldfinger, which...
This is it.
Yep, here we go. Which, Army versus Army, except it's not Lewis Gilbert directing. It's Terrence Young. So I guess he kind of started it.
That's a cool shot.
Yeah. Again, I can't even... I mentioned this, I think, while you were in the restroom the first time. I can't even imagine how much of a
work they put into this.
Yeah, how much of a pain it must have been to synchronize everybody. Get all this stuff ready to film. It must... God.
Well, they must have had over, like...
There's a reason why this was the top-grossing James Bond movie up until Skyfall came out. Adjusted for inflation.
They had to have a lot of people in the background, like, with hand signals and shit.
Yeah. Except still, that's really hard to coordinate.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta worry about people's oxygen and... Even at one point, sharks getting in the way.
Yeah.
So... Because I think at one point during this fight, they actually do have to shoot a shark from getting somebody. God, and these are just so cool. That one guy immediately just, knife, I'm going to get you.
Too bad they don't have those guns that shoot in the water.
Oh, yeah. But these are just as cool, though. I still don't even know how they managed to get the whole, the harpoon flying through and hitting them, unless it's like such a fast...
Cut?
Yeah.
You'd think they'd have more than just like 20 guys parachute down.
It looked like a lot more.
Well, you'd think there'd be like 5 other planes like continuously dropping people.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking about nukes here.
Also, here's where Bond is. Look at my trail. Oh. At least somebody had the decent sense to actually go for the sled with the nukes.
Fucking prankster Bond. Drive-by shootings. Grabbing people's masks. Man, I wonder how long it took them to do this. I wonder where the director was.
Oh, I'm sure that they had a second unit director doing this.
Such a prankster.
That's not even being a prankster. That's just being freaking... It's just being a dick. Oh.
Explosive. Fucking... Oh. Okay.
No. Oh, this is mildly inconvenient. And since there are 2 of them, it's like teamwork. Push.
So he gets rid of the awesome jetpack scuba tank.
And gets his little tiny rebreather. Yes, we shall cease this technology for our own. So, is this a depth charge or something, or?
Camera shakes, then it blows up. Sure.
Oh! Ow. GTA underwater. Taking your water sled.
The body cleanup after this would have been horrendous.
Yeah.
Or would you just leave them?
Ooh.
Ow. Or would you just leave it for the sharks?
We'll leave it. We'll let nature take its course.
And again, man, you have the U.S. Marines or Coast Guard, you know. That crab's pissed. Bitch, get out my lawn! Mr. Krabs is not enthused with the day.
Neither is that eel.
This is a long sequence.
Oh yeah. Definitely not as long as the boat chase and Live and Let Die, but it's pretty long. And it's playing the 007 theme as well. Oh! That's pretty cool. It ruptures his tank or whatever, and it's like, ah! Yeah, here's the shark that decided to show up unannounced. Because with all this blood, how could a shark not resist coming over?
They actually shot that shark.
Yeah. Because it was about to go for one of the stuntmen. Self-defense, you saw it. These stuntmen are standing their ground underwater.
So the Marines just leave the main part.
Yeah. You missed, Bond.
So they have the nukes now, so...
They have one nuke. Because if you'll notice, there's another one missing from the sled.
Because it's in D.C.
Because the Chinese are going to detonate it in D.C. Ah, here come the Coast Guard.
I don't know what... There's no way they could escape. Because by now they should have planes, like...
Smokescreen, sure.
Like, there would be planes. Lots and lots of planes firing on this ship. Or the P-51 Mustangs. Which, technically, by now they're jet planes, and they can easily...
Jettison Cocoon. Get rid of the dead weight.
These guys back here are like, oh, shit.
They must be pretty dedicated. I don't know how they're going to hold their own against... What was that, a destroyer?
It had a cannon on it. I don't know if it was a destroyer, but... Yeah,
so,
no.
yeah, they're going to hold their own against that.
No.
Oh, that takes care of that.
I guess Domino's dead. Seriously though, if she's in that part of the ship, she's dead.
Stuntman. So, he just said that the arming device for the nuke was thrown into the ocean, so there's no threat anymore. Unless they somehow find another arming device.
Did that bitch really... Was he really bringing champagne?
Yeah.
This is always an interesting fight, because the boat's just careening in and out of danger.
Yeah. Oh.
Like that's the best part. Is like, no, you hit that. Oh yeah, you're fucked. Yeah, same.
Same
Fucking,
projection, yeah.
God, same projections. They spent all their money on the underwater part.
Oh yeah, definitely. But they definitely made all their money back. Oh. Ow.
I don't know what he plans on doing, because...
Oh. Okay. Do you know what I'm about to do? Where I'm about to go with this? Alright. Throw guy off, right?
I love movies. I love movies so much.
Where's that other guy?
Yeah, holy shit. Where'd he go?
Where's the doctor? Where did he go? Can he get in the life raft? He did help you out, technically, without him freeing Domino.
He's just kind of just like...
Gone.
He's just kind of floating in the water.
He didn't get down in time.
Men and their toys.
Yeah. When arrows meet.
This also would hurt like a motherfucker.
I don't think it would hurt. Necessarily.
Also, she better hold the fuck on, which she's not.
See that thing on my belt? Grab it. Whatever you do, don't let go. Batman. The Fulton recovery system.
No. She fell off. She's wet. She slipped right off.
That's it. That's the end of Thunderball.
God, that movie was so much better than...
Moonraker?
Yes.
So final thoughts on Thunderball as the
Lois
credits roll.
Maxwell is the ugly lady.
Final thoughts on Thunderball?
It is if... It either is or it is tied with Goldfinger as the best Connery film.
I think it's better than Goldfinger, but Goldfinger is still a really, really good movie, though. Really good.
Oh yeah.
And
It was
wow.
a really short credit sequence.
Yeah, nobody got credit for that movie. Jeez.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely in my top 5 James Bond films. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's really good. Really good. I like it a lot. And anybody who says that this movie is ridiculously slow when it comes to pacing and there's not enough action, you are so wrong.
I can see that it's a little slow, but it's not anything like to fret over. It's still a really good movie.
Yeah. It's not as slow as Moonraker.
It's just... I don't care. It could be slower than Moonraker. Nothing. For one thing, it has a much better Bond girl. Goodhead is just awful. Awfully boring. Because like I said, we watched the movie, she's just like, James, take me around Earth one more time. And you're like... like, you could tell she just... Like, it just seemed like they all knew it was Moneymaker, and they were all just like, whatever. You know, I'm sorry that we're talking about Moonraker again, but when we shouldn't be, we should talk about Thunderball. So we'll stop. We'll talk about Thunderball. I really like Thunderball.
Which is weird.
One of the best Bond girls.
Because, you know, Kevin McClory being a complete dick about this movie, and the thing is that it's a really, really good movie. It really is. Mm-hmm. And it's a shame.
This version is really bad.
Yeah, it's a shame that Thunderball's legacy is tarnished by Never Say Never Again.
I disagree. It's not tarnished. If anything, it makes Thunderball even better, because it's like, hey, look, they tried to do it again, and it sucked.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't... Can you imagine what it would have been like if Kevin McClory would have somehow taken over? Like, if Never Say Never Again was a hit. He was
a producer on this, so he had some good ideas, but...
No, they only put him on here as a producer, so that way they would kind of shut him up.
Are you sure?
Yeah. There's documentaries you can watch.
Wow.
Because Cubby Broccoli and, what's-his-face, Harry Saltzman were still, like, they were executive producers.
Mm-hmm.
But Kevin McClory was listed as just a producer to kind of give him a little bit of credit, a little bit of the money from the movie to kind of hope to shut him up. But that didn't work. He continued to... Thunderball became his life. So moral of the story is Thunderball is awesome. Kevin McClory is a dick. What movie should we tackle next time? We've done a Connery,
I feel like
Moore,
either Pierce or either Pierce or
Craig. Yeah, but the question is which one?
I don't know. I guess we did a good one, we did a bad one, we did a good one. I think we should do either Tomorrow Never Dies, The World Is Not Enough, or Quantum, or Die Another Day. I really want to save Die Another Day last, though, because I really don't want to watch that movie.
You want that to be the very last
I kind of want that to be the last movie.
Well,
and then find a way to get drunk during that one.
Probably what we'll do is that we'll have a running order of all the Eon-produced movies, and then say, since you want to save Die Another Day or something like that last, that will be the last Eon-produced movie we'll do. And then we'll do, like, Never Say Never or the Peter Sellers Casino Royale. Fine. Yeah. So...
We can do Jimmy Bond.
See, that's the thing. I don't know if that's available anywhere.
I don't want to watch Jimmy Bond.
The 50s Casino Royale. I don't know. I've never seen it, so
wow.
Couldn't tell you anything about it other than what I've heard. So, I don't know. We'll come up with something. I don't know. Maybe the subreddit will come up with something for us to watch. Or
well,
if you have to pick a movie, please pick one from the Pierce Brosnan or Daniel Craig era. Not Lazenby. I'm not ready for Lazenby yet.
Yeah, it feels like maybe once we're done with Pierce and Craig, we can do Lazenby, and then we can finish. I don't know though, because if we finish Dalton after that, then we.
Because here's the thing,
we might have to watch like 2 more in a row.
Whenever we do Lazenby, after we do Lazenby, we have to watch Diamonds Are Forever.
Okay.
Because that's just a logical step. There's no reason to break that up. So, I don't know. We'll find one. Suggest one in the comments for if this is in the subreddit or on YouTube or whatever. So, till next time.